Would you like to run your very first ads of Shopify with Facebook? Stick around because I'm going to be showing you how to do this. Welcome everybody to TechSpress. My name is Steven. I'm going to be showing you into this tutorial how to get started with Facebook ads for your Shopify store. So in this tutorial, basically usually going to be talking about the importance of the actual Facebook ads, a basic setup, how to get started, how to get used to the business manager, all of that, how to connect your Shopify to Facebook. Of course, I'm going to be focusing into planning your campaign as well as to get started with the audience targeting. We're going to be discussing ads formats, budget and scheduling, and lastly, we're going to be focusing into analyzing data and the best way to have like a winning ad to drive some people, to drive some traffic into your actual website of Shopify. So let's get started. So we're going to try to do this as fast as we can. So that means that this kind of videos are really difficult to record. So this might be taking like 2 or 3 hours to understanding. So I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can, but I'm going to try to talk about the most important and common things that we wanted to do here into Shopify as well as into Facebook. So as you can see, we are here into our computer. We wanted to get started with our Shopify website. So I'm not going to be focusing a lot into how to get started with Shopify, how to get started with an online store, or to import products directly into your store. So I'm going to go here into my products, and as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff that I wanted to get started with. So in this particular tutorial, what I wanted to do is to focus and to make the promotion of some sunglasses that are specifically for kids, for girls, boys. But this is the very important and very first part of your products. You wanted to figure out which is the main audience, where you wanted to focus to sell your stuff, right? So if I'm selling some glasses, maybe I wanted to focus into some kids. I wanted to focus for children. I wanted to focus only for girls. So it's really important that you make your job, that you make your research and figure out which is like the most common target audience that are willing to buy your product. A great tool that I love to use and is really great for people who wanted to figure out what are trending now into your country is to go into trends.google.com. This is a really great application to come helping you what is trending right now. So if I focus here into trending now, I can go and look out for, let's say, United States or United Kingdom, and so far have something about corporate flag, whatever. So if I go into categories, let's go for entertainment. I'm going to go into business, for example, and there you go. So if I wanted to focus into something related for, I don't know, maybe like a movie or some glasses trending, whatever, the Google Trends is going to be helping me to figure out what I can do, where I can focus to sell my stuff. Really great and important. And the best part is this is totally for free, right? So now that I have my product, now that I have my store set it up, what I wanted to do is to promote this directly into Facebook. So how can I get started to do this? The very first thing I wanted to do is to open a new tab. I'm going to go directly into business.facebook.com. If you don't have an account here into the business.facebook.com, you just need to have a Facebook account, and then you need to create an actual page for your actual website. It doesn't matter if you don't want to use that page, but it's really important in order to get started with the tools with Meta Business. Now, the Meta Business tool is going to be helping us a lot to use the actual Meta Business. Why should you consider to use Facebook ads? So Facebook is a platform with billions of users, and Shopify is an amazing e-commerce platform. So combine the two of them and you have a really recipe for success. Now add the data back out there. Business that effectively use Facebook ads for Shopify see significant ROI often within the first month of running ads. Now, if you want some ads creative and inspire for people who don't know absolutely anything about Facebook ads, you can go into facebook.com /business/inspiration. This will bring you into a huge library, into a huge catalog where you can see that we are having a lot of ideas. What does people do to create the videos to drive some traffic to their actual website? So this is a really strong and amazing section that can be helping us with our ads creative. So want tips, want ad inspirations, want some tools. So usually this is going to be helping us a lot. So let's say that I wanted to have like a Reels playbook. Usually what people do to drive some traffic to let's say from Facebook directly into Shopify, now they use Reels. Reels is an actual great common use to drive traffic, organic traffic to your actual website. So you don't need to pay absolutely anything. But we're going to be using Facebook ads to pay a little bit to, let's say, get more engagement, more traffic, and more clicks. It's really important to get use of that. But I can totally suggest you guys to focus into this real talk, because this is the actual format that we're going to be using for our Facebook ads. So whether you want to use one or these vertical video stuff, we're going to be using this kind of ad creatives. So you can take a look into this actual PDF that comes directly into this actual website. Now, like here into the Meta Business Suite, you can see that I have access to everything. I have access to the notification, the plan, the content, insight, monetization tools, and much more. So if you don't have access to that, it's going to be asking you to create a Facebook page, and it's really easy to do that. You can always go into, let's go into settings, for example. And now that I'm here into settings, we can see that I have the business assets. I have the business settings, I have the ad partnership, and here I can go and add a new asset and create an actual Facebook page or an Instagram account or a WhatsApp account. You can choose whatever option you want to choose. It's going to be helpful for creating our very first ad. So basic setup. To make the basic setup, we needed to link our Facebook account here directly into Shopify. Now that we have a website, now they have a Facebook page as well, we can make the link directly. And to do this, there's actually one way, and a very easy way is to go into Shopify. Now, if you focus here into ad applications, what you can do is to go into Shopify App Store, and then it's going to be asking you what you wanted to install. Let's type here Meta. Now here it's going to be showing us the Facebook and Instagram application. So I'm going to hit into install, and you just needed to grant the access directly from the App Store directly into your Shopify, and you're actually good to go. So usually we have this directly added into the sales channel, because this is not an application per se, this is an actual sales channel. So make the installation the ad sales channel, and as you can see, you're going to be having access now directly into the sales channel section. So I'm going to try to pin this into my navigation bar so I can see this much more faster. I'm going to click there. And to get started, it's going to be asking us to sign in with your Facebook account to get started. So let's click here into connect account. So far you needed to have, of course, your Facebook account already been connected or signed it in. So click into continue, and just like that, it's going to be asking you to choose an actual website. So once again, if you don't have a Facebook page, you can create a new Facebook page in here. So let's go into create new, go to Facebook, and this one should be taking you into facebook.com/pages, and really commonly easy here. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to use, let's say, Gantam shops category. Let's go and try fashion, fashion designer, fashion accessories. That's totally optional. I create my page. So check how easy it is to do this, how easy it is to create an actual Facebook page. And there we go. So now that I have here my actual page, I'm gonna hit now into next, skip, next, done. And just like that, here is my actual Facebook page. I can now go back into my Shopify section. I'm gonna get into cancel. And now here is my section. So you hit now into connect. I choose this one, I hit into connect. If you don't have a business account, you can always create a new one. It's going to be sending you directly into the Meta Business section, and go and create your account. Really easy, actually. Now this part is going to be asking you about the choose the preference of how you wanted to show the data. So usually what I do is to hit into engaged. So I'm going to hit now into save. and we have to get a pixel to track customer behavior. So a pixel is going to be helping you to figure out what kind of stuff the people do when they see an ad. So it's going to be helping us to figure out how many impressions we got, how many clicks we have, how many click-through rate we have, and all of this information is going to be gathered and stored into a pixel. So it's really important to choose a pixel to your ads so you can track all of the customer behavior. If you don't have one, create a new meta pixel here to create new. In this case, I'm going to choose the one that I'm connected with, and I have submitted this for review. This won't take actually long. The finalizing of the channel setup is going to be taking up to like a minute, so you want to just stay there. And now your account should be created automatically. Now, how to get started with some ads now that you have the basic setup. Planning your campaign. Now, each goal will require a different approach and different types of ad creatives. So by now, you should know what exactly is your main goal with your ads. Would I wanted to just drive some traffic to my website? I wanted to people to buy a specific product, or I just wanted guys to, let's say, drive some impressions into the website, into Facebook, into TikTok, whatever. So really important to figure it out and define your goals. That is totally up to you guys. Now, as you can see here, I have my Facebook and my Instagram already been connected because they work into the same company. So now that I have like an idea of what I want to actually sell, I'm going to key it into my products. And as you can see here, I have this product. What I want to do, the objective, the goal for this specific tutorial is to try to send people to see this kind of glasses that are some hard. So this is my specific objective. This is my specific goal. And for that, I decided to run and create an actual video. So usually what we do is to pay other users to create those videos if you're not willing to create yours. So you can always contact influencers from TikTok, from Facebook, from Instagram. You send the product to them and they create a video, and you can use that video to drive much more traffic into your actual website, or you can create a video on your own. So for this particular tutorial, we have created a video that was submitted into TikTok. But what I want to do is to try to download this video without the watermark, because if I downloaded this actual video, I'm going to hit into download the video. As you can see, here is my downloaded video. And as you can see, we have a watermark. So I wanted to use this video, this ad, for my ads, of course, without the watermark. So for that, I use a tool called snaptik.app. So this one's going to be downloaded your video from TikTok and you don't have the watermark anymore. So I have now my video, I have now my objective, I have my goal, I have my products already been imported, I have now my website, and I have now my Facebook account, and I have access to Meta. What is now the next step? Is to getting started with our ads. So the very first thing I wanted to do is to go back into the actual Meta. So I'm going to try to business.facebook.com. If you go directly into Meta Business, I'm going to hit into settings, I'm going to go into search and type ads. So I have now the ads manager. It's really important to focus into ads manager since we're going to be working by creating an ad. So you can create an ad directly here into the business.facebook.com, and it's going to be doing their stuff, let's say automatically and really easy. But what I can totally suggest you is to go into ads manager, since all of that information should be, let's say, added, let's say, with more details. So now I am inside ads manager. So the very first thing I want to do is to go into create campaign. And here's going to be asking you, what is your campaign objective? For this particular tutorial, we chose to make some sales. So if I just moved my mouse, you can check it out. What are the campaigns that we can choose? For example, traffic, send people to a destination. Engagement, get more messages. Leads, collect leads for your business. App promotion, awareness. For this particular tutorial, we wanted to choose sales. Let's go into continue. And now it's going to be asking you to choose a campaign setup. You have the streamline, tailored, and the best practice. What I can do is to just leave the one that says maximize performance and find new customers, because we wanted to get started with our very first sale inside Shopify. So now it's going to be popping up this campaign section. Inside this campaign is going to drive you to this new section where we can get started with the settings of our campaign. So here into name, let's go for sale of Shopify. You can type the name of your product. Let's say, for example, product number 1. This is the name of my campaign. Now, you can choose different categories if this is in a special ad category, but in this case, this is not the case. So I'm going to go into conversions, and we wanted to drive some traffic to the website and or an application. It's really important to choose a pixel so you can try to control to see what are people doing with your ads. Now here into the bid control, you can just leave this like that. Now I wanted to go and scroll all the way down, the location, which brings us to the most important part of our ads, the audience targeting. Now, the audience targeting is going to be helping us to try to not focus into worldwide. I know we wanted to find audience, I wanted to find really potential customers, and at the same time I want to reach the most audience as I can possibly can. But it doesn't matter. It's not likely that, let's say, men from higher than 50 years are going to try to buy this. So that's the reason why you wanted to have like an idea of what kind of people are willing to buy your products. So in this case, let's say that I want to focus from people from 13 years old to 40 years old, and only women. So if you focus here into the estimated audience size, I have an audience of, I have 241 million users more. Actually, there's a really huge audience, so I wanted to make this something a little bit more specific than that. So here into audience location, I'm going to try to change my location first of all. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to focus into the United States only, or I wanted to go here into the search of your countries, and let's go for Canada, for example. There we go. So now I can exclude more stuff if I wanted to. Now, if I wanted to change the audience type breakdown, I wanted to go here into account settings, and it's going to be asking you how would you like to edit that. So you go here into add account setup, audience control. My business can only advertise in a specific location. So I can enable this and I can change my countries. Now my business advertises age restricted goods or services. You can enable this or disable this. I'm going to try to disable this, and there we go. Now here into payments control, I can go and enable these options of a specific payments. So this is really important for people who wanted to check out where they wanted to get started to see the actual stuff. For example, let's say the people who are checking some in-stream videos, I'm not sure if this one is important for them. So I'm going to try to disable this. And this one, Facebook marketing enabled and right column enabled as well. So it's going to review changes and hit now into confirmed. So now I go back and I have something a little bit more specific than that. Now here I can always choose a lifetime budget if you have your money, let's say not that huge. So try to go for daily budget, and let's say that I wanted to spend only $1 per day or $2. So this is the actual result, the estimated daily results you might be getting depending on how much money you have here to spend. Into ad formats. Now here into this section, it's going to be asking you what is the ad name. We have the name of our ad, but in this case you wanted to get started with the product number 1. We now know this is from Shopify, so you just don't want to enable that. Now here into the Facebook page is going to be asking you how would you like to get started. In this case, we want to use the one that we just created. The Instagram account, you can choose a selected page or just leave this like that. Now here into creative source, you wanted to go for manual upload, single image or video, and let's go for add media, add video. And I'm going to choose the video that we have just added. In this case, let's go for add media, upload. As you can see, we have tons of video we have created there. The one that we had downloaded from Snaptech, since this one actually has no watermark there, I'm going to hit now into next. And here you can see this one lasts 20 seconds. I can totally suggest you to create, if you wanted to create some videos, the length should not be maximum of 15 seconds. Really important. So this is how it's going to be looking on in 9, 16, 101, and 69. If you're okay with that, let's go into next. And here's the optimization of how it should be looking into Instagram, different aspect ratios, into the feed. This is how it's going to be looking your actual ad. If you are okay with that, let's go here and to done. There we go. So now, as you can see, we have different media of how it's going to be looking into feeds, interim ads, stories and reels, right column, and search results. So this is once again really important. If you know your audience, if you kind of know what kind of people are willing to buy this product, let's say for example streamers, people who watch streams are not likely to buy this kind of glasses. So I can delete that part here into feeds and streams ads. I'm going to go into edit. And now this is the primary text of our product. So here, let's say buy your, or let's say get yours now. So I wanted to try to do something catchy actually. So really important to have something catchy when you wanted to sell your product. Now here into the headline, let's say that these are hard glasses. And here you can import your description, something short. Really try to make something short and precise. Now, inside here, the call to action, instead of learned more, let's go and look out for something else from buy, for example. Let's go shop now. Actually, it does something great. Now, I have here like a preview, how it's going to be looking my product. And here into the destination, let's go and copy and paste our Shopify website. If you don't know what's the name of your actual website, you can always go here, view your online store. And here into the upper side, this is my actual website. So you can have your custom domain or something totally for free generated by Shopify. So that's totally up to you. Let's go back here into Ads Manager. I paste my website URL, and really important to preview your URL before you check out how it's going to be looking your ads. I'm going to go here into preview URL. All right, it is actually working. But in this case, since we want people to buy a specific product, we don't want to send the people directly into my actual website. I wanted to send people directly into a specific product. In this case, it would be actually this website, this section. Go directly into this specific product on my website. So I copy that link and I paste that in here. And really important to preview the URL. So I have the same tracking section, just leave all of those like that. And lastly, hit into published. Once you hit into publish, your product, your stuff is going to be now sent it as a draft and into a review. Facebook is going to be checking out how it's going to be looking your website, and if you have the policy and stuff directly into your sales channel product, you can see that your campaign should be appearing in here. So this is how we can add an actual very first ad for our Shopify. Now, the button and scheduling is something that we actually did at the very first part of our ad. So you can see here that speaking about the budget, we have our daily budget of up to $1-2 daily. The more budget you have, daily results you might be getting. For example, let's say that I add 200. Right? So let's go for like this, and I might be getting a few conversions, 74 sales per day, maybe. This is just an estimate, of course. This is not something that's going to be happening today for sure. Now into the start date, I wanted to start right away. And of course, you can change the time zone later. And if you wanted to send an end date, you want to enable this option and choose a specific date. What I can totally suggest you is to not use an end date, because what you want to do is to leave your ads working for at least 1 week, so you can see results of what is happening out there. If your ad is actually working, if it is not working, how many people check out your video, how many people check out your actual website, how many people make some sales. Actually really important to leave your ad, for example, only 1 day, which that brings us into the analyzing the data. So if I wanted to analyze a few data, what I wanted to do is to choose a specific ad that we have created so far. So I'm going to go here into the view charts of a product that we have just done a few months before. So I'm going to go and click there. I choose this option to go for maximum. So to the performance of this link, we have a total of 6,825 videos. And this is the cost of our videos. So that means they're going to be charging us 50 cents per people who clicked into the link. And this is the amount of money we have just spent. This is the amount of people who were interested into our ad. So you can see there were men from 18 to 24, the most engaging people though. And if I click into the platform, we have only chose Instagram because we disabled all of the social media but Instagram only. This is the performance overview of our actual website, and we have the CTR. Now the CTR is the most important part of your ads. This is the percentage of the impressions where people clicked. So that means that it doesn't matter how many people checked out your website. What you're actually interested in is to get results, right? You wanted to get most people directly into your website. So this CTR is based into how many people checked out your video and how many people actually checked out your website. So with those conversions, in this case, only 2% of all the people who checked our video went directly into our actual website. Now, this is really important because what we can do into the next ad is to try to create a new video, a new ad, and try to tell the Facebook ads to try to find people who were most likely to buy our product based on our latest. So that's the reason why it's really important to save all your information, all your tracking conversions, all the pixel information that Facebook has to give us. It doesn't matter if you have huge sales or if you have absolutely any sales into your first ads. At the end of the day, you're going to be getting results. You're not spending money here. You are investing your money into figuring out what kind of people actually are interested into your products. And into the next ad, what you can do is to try to tell Facebook ads to be a little bit more specific based and try to find audience based on the ones that actually clicked into your actual latest ad. And that's how you can add some huge and success ads from Facebook ads into your Shopify website. Before we go, what I can totally suggest to you is that a lot of people actually what they do is to try to wait like 1 or 2 days to check out how much money they have just spent and how much impressions and cost per result they have just checked out. What you wanted to do is to wait 5 days. So Facebook ads learned, they actually have 5 days to learn what people actually do with your ads, so they can understand what kind of people are actually interested into your ads and what kind of people don't. So what Facebook ads at the end of the day is going to try to do is to push your video, your ads for people who are actually interested in to check out your stuff, and the one that actually don't, they're just going to try to avoid them. So if you wanted to get really great results, wait at least 1 week so you can check out back how is your actual ad moving on. Then what you can do is to go directly into the edit section. So let's say that I do have an audience of both women and men, and I just saw that there's a lot of people, a lot of women that are actually interested into my product. So that means that I can go into edit. I'm going to hit into my audience, and instead of focusing into both women and men, I'm going to change the gender to women. So my money should be more optimized. And if I have people who were interested into a specific country, I can disable the other ones and I can just focus into one of them. So this is something that we're actually doing a lot, into focus into specific location and specific ages and genders for people who are actually interested in. I can change my detailed targeting. For example, people who are interested into indie rock, universal music, indie pop, the language really important. So you're going to be trying to make changes after the first week. So with that being said, guys, we have now covered the basic how we can get started into meta ad sets. We now have our actual Shopify website. So The last tip and tip that I can give you is that it doesn't matter what kind of how it's going to be looking your actual website. At the end of the day, it's really important to check out how it's going to be looking your ad, your video, and how it is the product that you're actually selling. That's the most important part of all of this. So hopefully guys, you have fun there. Hopefully guys, you can see and drive some traffic to your actual websites. Now don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great tools of Shopify, how to engage more traffic and do some more ads and specific stuff for your Shopify website. We can't wait to see what you actually do out there. So thank you so much for watching the video guys. Hopefully we can all see you next time.